Sarper and Shekinah were in a fight while filming 90-Day Fiancé Tell-All episode. On a new episode of Radio Andy's Reality Checked hosted by Dorinda Medley and Kiki Monique, 90-Day Fiancé stars Sarper and Shekinah revealed what their relationship looked like at the time the season 11 Tell-All episode was filmed. "We got into a fight," Shekinah said. "We actually before leaving LA, I even messaged producers. I said, I don't want to be on the same flight as him. I don't want to stay in the same hotel. I'm not arriving with him. I don't want to sit on the couch with him at the tell-all." She explained that the producers talked her off the ledge a little bit. They were like, "Okay, couch, same couch, can we please do that? Separate hotel rooms, that's fine. You got to be on the same flight, we can change where you're sitting," she continued. "But, yeah, we were going through a really rough patch, and in the beginning of our marriage, it seemed like one rough patch after another. And there were a few times Sarper moved out of the house. She kicked me out of the house, better to say," Sarper added. "Yeah, so one of them I did tell him to leave," Shekinah agreed. "But yeah, I mean during the tell-all, we were hitting a rough patch at that time, and it was hard to go through that rough experience separately, especially at the beginning of it, because you're meeting all this conflict and adversity from other couples, and to not be a united front. Meeting that together just made it worse. I hope she loves me." 90-Day Fiancé's Sarper Güven opens up about marital issues with Shekinah Garner. Sarper Güven's recent confession about his marriage has left 90-Day Fiancé fans questioning the stability of his relationship with Shekinah Garner. During a candid appearance on the Sarah Fraser show, the Turkish reality star revealed concerning doubts about their union. He shared, "During the June 25th episode, we are still trying our best. We have problems, a lot of ups and downs. But we love each other, I hope she loves me." This couple's journey began during season 5 of 90-Day Fiancé, the other way when Shekinah almost fully, more or less, abandoned her life in Los Angeles to be with Sarper in Turkey. Their brief romance quickly ran into problems as they navigated interpersonal norms and cultural divides. Despite obstacles like cultural barriers, family opposition, and visa restrictions, 90-Day Fiancé follows international couples as they go about deciding to get married. Since their television debut, Sarper and Shekinah's relationship has been characterized by dramatic events and dubious choices. Their unconventional wedding ceremony, which took place on a bed, shocked the audience. Their open acknowledgement of ongoing marital problems now suggests that their happily ever after tale may be more complex than initially presented. 90-Day Fiancé's Sarper and Shekinah open up about their relationship anxieties. The Sarah Fraser show interview provided unexpected insight into the couple's current dynamic. Sarper's admission about uncertainty regarding Shekinah's feelings exposed vulnerabilities rarely seen on the main show. His phrasing suggested deep-seated insecurities about their emotional connection. Shekinah contributed her own perspective during the segment, offering context about their decision-making process. Her comments revealed how external pressures influenced their relationship timeline and major milestones. Both participants seemed more relaxed and honest during the podcast format compared to their heavily produced television appearances. The informal setting allowed for more genuine conversation about their real experiences. The timing of these revelations coincides with increased scrutiny from fans who have followed their journey across multiple seasons. Social media discussions often question the authenticity of their connection and long-term compatibility. Shekinah's explanation of their bedroom wedding ceremony provided fascinating insight into their shared fears about commitment. Her candid admission showed how both partners approached marriage with significant apprehension rather than excitement. "It was something that scared both of us and we're most comfortable in bed. It's the least scary place for us. We thought, why don't we make this less scary and do it in bed?" Shekinah explained. The visa requirement forced their hand regarding marriage timing, removing the organic progression they might have preferred. Legal necessities rather than romantic readiness drove their decision to wed. Sarper's previous marriage experience clearly influenced his hesitation about remarrying, as we saw on 90-Day Fiancé. This background adds complexity to his current relationship dynamics and explains some reluctance around commitment. Their choice of location for the ceremony reflected their need for comfort during a stressful moment. The unconventional setting now makes more sense given their admitted fears about the process. Does their current status raise questions about future stability? This couple's sincerity and what appears to be genuine honesty about ongoing problems contrast sharply with the more common reality show narratives that encourage powering through and quick resolution and happiness. Their being game to discuss difficulties publicly suggests either genuine transparency or potential storyline development for future appearances. 90-Day Fiancé Sarper's not being the most sure about Shekinah's feelings indicates what a layman might term communication issues that could probably threaten their relationship's foundation. Healthy marriages typically involve both partners feeling secure about mutual affection and commitment. Their pattern of ups and downs seen on 90-Day Fiancé suggests cyclical problems rather than steady progress towards stability. This dynamic often indicates unresolved core issues that resurface repeatedly. The international nature of their relationship, as depicted on 90-Day Fiancé, adds additional stress factors, including cultural differences, family expectations, and geographic challenges. These elements compound normal relationship difficulties. Both spouses exhibit their continuous love and dedication to resolving marital concerns in spite of their admitted troubles on 90-Day Fiancé. Although results are still unknown, their perseverance shows a sincere interest in the relationship's success. The path that they seem to be treading on with great promise illustrates how reality television relationships face somewhat unique pressures that can either strengthen or destabilize romantic connections entirely, depending on how partners navigate public scrutiny and production demands. 90-Day Fiancé's Shekinah Garner and Sarper Güven reveal marriage problems. This relationship has been a long time coming. Sarper Güven and Shekinah Garner made their TV debut during Season 5 of 90-Day Fiancé, The Other Way. After falling in love on a trip to Turkey, Shekinah decided to leave Los Angeles to join him in his country. This big step in their romance went just as well as anyone would expect. After all, they'd only known each other for a few months and now they were living together. The biggest hiccup during the season was Sarper's off-putting demand for them to start having children right away. Nevertheless, the couple shockingly returned for 90-Day Fiancé Season 11. They got married and confirmed in the tell-all that they are still together. Yet, the two just made it clear that their marriage is already on thin ice. 90-Day Fiancé stars Shekinah and Sarper got honest about marriage. Both Sarper and Shekinah were recent guests on the Sarah Fraser show. During the segment, Sarper got real on how their relationship is not picture perfect. We are still trying our best. We have problems, a lot of ups and downs. But we love each other, I hope she loves me, he shared in the June 25th episode. Shekinah also chimed in and gave some added context behind their big relationship step. She also explained why their on-camera wedding weirdly took place on Abed. He had been married before and we just thought we could, live forever, happy together without having that commitment. But, with the K-1 visa of course we had to. So, it was something that scared both of us and we're most comfortable in bed. It's the least scary place for us. We thought, why don't we make this less scary and do it in bed? 90-Day Fiancé is available to stream on Discovery. Tell us, do you think Sarper and Shekinah can get past their marital woes? 90-Day Fiancé Season 11 Tell-All Part 1. Why does Dan think Sarper is not 1000% in love with Shekinah? This is not the first time that Dan, Shekinah's friend, has gotten into her relationship with Sarper on 90-Day Fiancé. On this season's Tell-All, whose first part dropped recently, the couple revealed having issues in their marriage, which originated only a month after they read their vows. Host Sean revealed that last Christmas, Shekinah had shared a clip with them of how things were at home. In the clip, the 90-Day Fiancé star is seen revealing that Sarper had left behind the ring on the table along with the AirTag, which he cut off from his belongings. The AirTag story was seen by the fans on the show, where it was revealed that Shekinah uses an AirTag to keep an eye on her fiancé. However, in this 90-Day Fiancé episode, he has left it behind. Dan, Shekinah's friend who was also present during the tell-all, revealed that he does not think Sarper loves Shekinah in a way that she is meant to. 90-Day Fiancé Tell-All. What did Dan say about Sarper and Shekinah's relationship? On the 90-Day Fiancé Tell-All, host Sean asked Sarper why he removed his marriage ring and left it behind. To this, he replied that Shekinah had kicked him out of the house, and he was staying in a rented room for 10 days. The incident happened less than a month after their wedding. When host Sean pushed further to know what caused the fight, Sarper revealed that it was not cheating, but small issues that become huge when they start fighting. Shekinah on her part added that whenever she fought with her husband, he would threaten to leave, and to this, Dan commented that he was most worried about the respect aspect in their relationship. He said that a man, during a fight, should let his woman say what she has to say and then let it go. Host Sean then asked Dan whether or not Shekinah should leave Sarper, or if she should stay and try to make the relationship work. He said, I don't know if he's 1000% in love with her, and I want a guy who would be a 1000% in love with her and not 70%. Because getting in a fight does not mean getting on a flight back to your country. After appreciating Dan for giving them a line that rhymes, the 90-Day Fiancé host asked star Shekinah what she thinks of the assessment given by her friend. She echoed his feelings and arguments. Shekinah said that she deserved to be with someone who values her feelings. She said she had doubt in her mind about Sarper's love, considering it was that easy for him to pack his bags and leave her behind at their shared accommodation. Why did Sarper move out weeks after marrying Shekinah on 90-Day Fiancé? Details explored. 90-Day Fiancé couple Shekinah Garner and Sarper Güven are having some trouble in paradise. The two tied the knot on the reality television series 90th Wedding in a bedding ceremony, where Shekinah and Sarper said their vows to each other on a bed. The wedding happened on. However, Sarper claimed that he was kicked out of Shekinah's house in less than a month after the wedding. According to Sarper, he was kicked out of the house and had to live in a rental for 10 days. He said that there was no major reason that caused him to leave the house, but there was a series of small arguments that turned ugly. In his words, during the 90-Day Fiancé's Season 11 Tell-All, there was more drama and behind-the-scenes revelation. There was revelation about the off-screen explosions that occurred in Shekinah and Sarper's marriage. Keep reading to learn everything that happened between the couple during the Tell-All. Shekinah and Sarper get candid during 90-Day Fiancé's Season 11 Tell-All. During the Season 11 Tell-All, which was aired on, Sean Robinson, the host, revealed that Shekinah had sent the producers a video clip of her husband's wedding ring, which he left on the table after one of their fights. In the video, Garner can be heard saying, "It's Christmas morning. Sarper is usually sitting here in the morning, but he's gone. And he left his ring. Merry Christmas to us." Shekinah then showed the ring and an AirTag, which she gave her husband. Furthermore, Shekinah revealed that Sarper would often mention going back to his country, Turkey, every time they fought. He would also say that he would go back and have sex with. Because of this, Shekinah feels that her husband does not truly love her. Her friend, Dan, also mentioned that someone who loves her would not do something like this. In Garner's words, "I feel like he doesn't truly love me if he can so easily get up and leave." In a confessional, both parties seem to be unhappy with the marriage. "We're not good. I feel like everything changed once we got married, and this is just my biggest fear coming to life," Shekinah revealed. While her husband called the marriage a roller coaster, he confessed, "I am always the control freak, so I have to control things, and when I don't control things I feel depressed. I don't like the marriage." Güven continued to elaborate. "It brought a lot of new responsibilities and duties to my life. Being dependent is the biggest nightmare of mine, and we have egos. When we start to fight on something, it starts from a small thing. Like an avalanche, it gets bigger and bigger. And then, it explodes." As for his wife, she revealed that things changed drastically after Güven came to the US. It made her feel like he became depressed after the move, and he became resentful, too. "He's not a supportive partner, period. So I just started feeling really upset. I'm not okay. I'm having a moment. I feel alone," she confessed. After their segment at the Tell-All, the couple continued their argument backstage. While they were in the dressing room, Garner said, "You're mad at me for having emotions? You need so much therapy, it's insane." To this, he responded by saying, "You will lose me just because of you, and you will regret like a dog." The comment hurt Garner, who was sobbing. She said, "You called me a dog? What's wrong with you? It's so toxic, I'm sick of it." She then proceeded to tell her husband to leave me the F alone. Shekinah and Sarper's rocky marriage exploded during the Tell-All episode on 90-Day Fiancé. It ended with Sarper calling his wife Fing impossible, and she stated that her husband could not make her happy. As revealed by Güven, their marriage troubles started early on, not even 1 month after the two tied the knot. Why did 90-Day Fiancé stars Shekinah and Sarper get into an argument at the Tell-All? It wouldn't be a 90-Day Fiancé Tell-All without at least one relationship in meltdown mode, and this time, it was Shekinah and Sarper's turn. The couple, who got married not too long ago, brought more tension than togetherness to the stage. From surprise video reveals to confessions that made even the host shift uncomfortably, their segment offered an unfiltered look at what's been happening behind closed doors. The ups and downs didn't just happen over months, they flared up over holidays, hurt feelings, and some choice words that nobody's forgetting anytime soon. At one point, Shekinah's voice cracked as she watched herself recount a lonely Christmas. Sarper, meanwhile, seemed tired but defensive, insisting their fights start small but spiral fast. A never-before-seen video opens the floodgates for the 90-day fiancé couple. The tell-all kicked off with a gut punch, a video Shekinah had sent to the producers during a particularly rocky moment. The never-aired clip showed her sitting alone, explaining, "It's Christmas morning. He's gone. He left his ring and his AirTag." It was raw, it was quiet, and it said more than a shouting match ever could. Sarper had taken off his ring and vanished during the holidays. "Merry Christmas to us," Shekinah had added with a shaky voice. This was less than a month into their marriage. The host asked the question everyone was thinking. Why the dramatic exit? Sarper explained he didn't just walk out, he was kicked out. "She kicked me out of the house, so I left the ring and I went out." He stayed in a rental apartment for 10 days. And while he claimed the reason wasn't huge, the emotional fallout said otherwise. That's 90-day fiancé reality, unfiltered. Small fights, big consequences. Digging deeper, the host asked what led to the blowout. Sarper admitted the problem wasn't any one big thing. "It's not cheating, nothing," he said. "It starts with the small things and it gets bigger and we forget what was it about." According to him, arguments spiral fast. "I'm yelling at her and it turns into, 'You're not behaving well to me. And it's my fault. I have to be more calm, but I cannot. It's not my character.'" Shekinah didn't let that slide without adding her perspective. "Whenever they argue," she said, Sarper repeats the same threats. He tells her he'll go back to his country and be with other women there. "That pattern," she said, "cuts deep. I feel like he doesn't truly love me if he can so easily get up and leave." Breaking points and brutal words. Behind the scenes, both opened up to the camera separately, and neither painted a hopeful picture. Sarper described them as enemies at this point. "She doesn't want to sit with me. I can feel that feeling sucks." Shekinah, meanwhile, looked emotionally drained. "I just feel like I can't make him happy. Nothing I do can make him happy. And he's not a supportive partner. Period." She got teary as she admitted she was having a moment. "I'm not okay." Then came the final blow. Sarper looked straight at her and said, "You will lose me because of you, and you will regret like a dog." Even for a show like 90-Day Fiancé, where emotions run high, this was heavy. Can they find their way back? The host tried to soften the moment, offering kind words about hoping they find peace in their marriage. But neither Shekinah nor Sarper seemed particularly hopeful. Their expressions said it all. After seeing how far things have unraveled, fans of 90-Day Fiancé are now left wondering if the couple's love story has already reached its final chapter. Throughout their time on 90-Day Fiancé, these two have shown passion, volatility, and deep cracks in their communication. Now, with only weeks of marriage under their belt and a string of unresolved issues ahead, it's clear they're on shaky ground. They've survived long distance, culture clashes, and judgment, but the real challenge might just be surviving each other. And if they can't learn to communicate without going to extremes, this marriage may not survive the 90-Day Fiancé spotlight much longer.